Hello everyone, I'm Sir JC and you are watching Research Made Easy. In today's episode, we will be discussing the plagiarism and its types. Plagiarism is the act of using another person's words or ideas without giving credit to that specific person. Plagiarism is considered an academic dishonesty or an act of fraud. It can result in serious consequences such as loss of credibility, academic penalties, and legal action. Committing plagiarism is against the Republic Act 8293, also known as the Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines. There are 6 types of plagiarism. First, verbatim plagiarism. Second, Mosaic plagiarism. Third, paraphrasing plagiarism. Fourth, global plagiarism. Fifth, source plagiarism. And lastly, self-plagiarism. Let's have the first type, verbatim plagiarism, also known as the word-for-word plagiarism. It is commonly branded as the copied and pasted work. As the name suggests, it utilized the exact words or direct statements from the original source without citing and quotation marks. Example of verbatim plagiarism. As you can see, the copied version is identical to the original source since there were no changes applied in the copied text. Even though the copied version has a citation in it, it is not enough to become plagiarism-free. If you want to use the statements from the original source, you have to do quoting and in-text citation. We will discuss these ways to avoid plagiarism in our next video. Next, mosaic plagiarism, also known as patchwork plagiarism. It is the manner of patching or mixing many ideas from various sources. It is simply copying the ideas from different sources and put them together to create a new text. It is like a collection of different authors' ideas. Example of mosaic plagiarism. Mosaic plagiarism occurs when you borrow phrases from different sources as if you are creating or generating a new text. As you can see in the example, there were 3 sources in the original version. However, no one from them were cited in the copied text. Also, the copied text is the combination of all 3 authors' ideas only. Paraphrasing plagiarism. It is considered as the most common type of plagiarism. The changes it brings from the original source are just a matter of word substitution or alteration. Basically, one of the best ways to avoid plagiarism is to do paraphrasing. However, you have to do it properly. On the other hand, paraphrasing plagiarism is merely changing few words from the original statement. Minor changes like substituting synonyms are not considered as proper paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is a manner of restating ideas and information in your own words and acknowledging where they come from. By using your own words, you demonstrate your understanding and your ability to convey information. Example of paraphrasing plagiarism. As you can see from the example, it is just like using synonyms of the words highlighted from the original text. Paraphrasing itself is not plagiarism as long as you properly cite your sources. However, paraphrasing becomes plagiarism when you read a source and then fail to rewrite its key points using your own words. Global plagiarism. It is the manner of taking someone else's work entirely and claim it as if it is your own. A good example of this is when you submit a research paper owned by a someone and you replace his or her name with yours. Source plagiarism. It is the manner of citing a source incorrectly. It happens when you intentionally or unintentionally do not cite a source fully, or accurately. So every related literature must be listed together with their corresponding source, so you can easily access them and you will not mix them. Example of source plagiarism. As you can see, the author and the date of publication from the original text is different in the copied version. Again, it happens most of the times, especially if you did not note the original source. Creating a literature matrix is advisable to avoid this scenario. Lastly, self-plagiarism. It is the manner of reusing your work that you previously submitted. It happens when you recycle your previous works and submit it to a new class or as a newly made project. Even though this output is your own or personal work, it anchors academic dishonesty. And that's it for today's video regarding the plagiarism and its types. I hope you learned a lot. See you on our next video.